Hey guys, what's up? Tom Gilberg, number 81976 here. I wanted to do a little quick in the bag before my first event tomorrow, playing the Shawnee Mission Frostbreaker in Kansas. About a 2-hour drive for me. Me and my friend Eric are going to drive up in the morning. Anyway, so let's dive into the bag. Usually I don't use a Zuka cart, but it's going to be real muddy and wet. And I don't want to pick a wet bag and put it on my back the whole time, so I took off the rails and seat off my Zuka so my pound bag fits in it. I usually just carry my pound bag, but I'm not going to do that tomorrow. So, putters. At the moment I'm using 300 PA3. I really like these. They don't have a ton of glide, which makes them really good in windy situations. And if anyone knows Kansas, these might come in handy. And then here at the top, I've got 6 discs that I just know I'm going to be throwing a lot. I got a 400 A2 super overstable approach disc. I love this thing for forehands, backhand flex shots and hyzers. It's very nice for approaches. Definitely recommend them. It's beadless, kind of in that buzzer west, probably more overstable than a buzzer west, like just kind of like overstable mid-range, but it's beadless. H1 V2. This one's like 168 and pretty straight. It's kind of like a straighter Fallon would fly, so not very overstable. You can rip it flat, forehand will go straight and then finish. Backhand it even has a little bit of turn, but I really like this thing for forehands. It's really good for shaping lines. Then H3 V2. This thing's money. I love this thing for straight shots and slight turnovers or riding hyzers. Won't be throwing this into a headwind though if I'm faced with one at Shawnee. And then we got the S-Line PD2. This is one of the softer, gummier runs. It bombs, but it's still stable. This one's not flippy yet. So I'll be using this one for big distance hyzers, straight shots that fade, or into a headwind if I want it to turn a little bit. Now we're getting into the beef. X1, super overstable, forehands, rip backhand hyzers that I know won't flip. And then a step down from that in speed is the H1. This thing's crazy overstable. It's in 750 plastic. So it's just a slightly slower X1 for me. It doesn't go very far at all. Alright, let's get into the meat of the bag. 2 habits, main line and top line. Main line's a bit more stable, so I can throw this thing hard downwind and it'll just go straight. And this top line is more unstable. I can use it for super straight, short approaches, and it will just finish straight. Turnover lines, really nice. I love the habit. Great for giving the basket a run. And then my other putters, throwing putters, prototype PA2s in 400 plastic. This one's more overstable, this one's straighter. They go really far and can take a lot of power. One of the best throwing putters I've ever owned. Mid-ranges, MD3s, flippy, straight. These are awesome. I love forehanding these as well. They're a really good disc. I highly recommend them. I like glow plastic the best, especially the regular glow. Not a big fan of color glow plastic for some reason. Alright, fairway drivers. Got 4 here. Got a 400 F7 for rollers and hyzer flip forehands that stand up and turn over, get out of jail. Probably won't be using this very much this weekend. And then I've got my favorite fairway driver is the F5. I've got 3 of them. And it goes like this. This one being the most flippy and this one being pretty straight with not much turn. These are great. Nice and stiff. I really enjoy that stiff plastic. It's clean releases. Pretty stable for an F5. And then my other drivers. Got the Intervention. This is my go-to forehand disc. I can throw it hard flat. It'll turn a hair and then dump hard. So it's very predictable. Doesn't get squirrely on me. And then my distance go-to is the D3. I've got 3 of them in the 400 plastic. least to most overstable. This one has a tiny bit of turn. This one has a good amount, and this one's pretty flippy. I use this one downwind for max distance shots. A great disc. Really nice profile, comfortable in the hand. They go very far. And then I have one more PD2, which is a bit more overstable than the last one. This one's S-line as well, big pop top. Really gets a good amount of distance with the high glide that the big dome provides. Really nice for forehands and backhands. I'll use this one if it's just a little bit windier and I want a little bit more fade than my other one. Yeah, so that's my bag right now. Let's see some in the bags out there. I want to know what my Team Plastic Addicts friends are throwing. Peace.